Good evening, good evening, good evening. It's been a while. It's been such a while. This is my first time going live on YouTube, so forgive me making sure everything looks great. I think so. How you guys doing? It's your girl KFITNOW back with another one in FaceTime. So crazy, right? Good evening. Thank you guys for joining in with me. This is my first time I'm doing a wine and FaceTime on YouTube Live. Never done a YouTube Live before, so I'm so excited, a little bit nervous about this. I'll be so transparent, super, super nervous. But thank you guys for following me, staying strong. If you're not following me, please sure you like and subscribe to my channel. Again, KFITNOW, KFITNOW at Gmail is my email. Thank you guys so much for following me, holding me down. This is my first live YouTube stream. I'm so excited. I'm a little bit nervous. I won't front. I can feel the jitters. But anyway, definitely have my wine glass today. Definitely have, something to sip on. And I've just been thinking so much about how this is really year two, and there's going to be year three and year four and year five of us, still in this situation in the entire world. The entire world, all of us going through this situation is like, wow, we're still we're still in this, it's a lot to consider, it's a lot to think about. But again, 7:59, about to be 8 o'clock in 1 minute. I'll definitely, not go into too much detail, but just say a little bit here and there. But good evening, happy weekend. Hope everyone's safe. Hope everyone's still, getting tested regularly. Hope everyone's, still social distancing and following all the rules, doing everything you're supposed to do to make sure you're safe and that your family's safe and that, you do the best you can. That's what we can do right at the end of the day, is the best we can. So again, it's your girl KFITNOW here, another wine and FaceTime. First time going live on YouTube. This is my first live YouTube stream. I'm like, even though I have no one looking right now, it's so good in the hood. But it is 8 o'clock finally, so I can dig into all the things I want to talk about, all the things I want to discuss. First and foremost, again, it's year two in this pandemic. Making sure my lighting and everything is good. Yes, so it's year two of us in this pandemic, and I know a lot of us thought this would be over already. I know I thought this would be over already. A lot of us had a lot of hesitancy about many things, such as the vax, working children in school and stuff like that. The mandates have been strong in certain states, compared to being a red state or the blue state. There's a lot going on with that. Restrictions are still crazy, especially where I live at. I live in New York City, and in New York City, there's a lot going on. You definitely can't go anywhere indoors without showing the vaccination card. Outdoors, you don't really need vaccination cards, depending on what you're doing, what you're going to be around. But outside of that, it's just a lot of pushback. Still, there's so many people that are just not ready to do this whole vaccination thing, and I respect them. I was definitely one of those people that was down with that from initial beginning. A lot of people did it because of work purposes. A lot of people are stressed out. A lot of people are sick because of it. There's just so much we can talk about regarding the vaccine and, et cetera, et cetera. But I don't want to make this a vaccine conversation. I want this to make a conversation about years two in the pandemic, how we feeling, how we're doing. A lot of us are in therapy. A lot of us are stressed out. A lot of us are drinking more. Like, there's so many norms and vices that are happening right now. But again, that can be an endless conversation. That can go on endlessly because there's just so much to chat about in respect to that specifically. So I say all that just to say that at the end of the day, we're all doing what we got to do to stay strong. In this lifestyle, and in this pandemic, we're all doing the best we can to just stick it out, be safe, and just continue life. A lot of us have lost people in the pandemic. I've had loss. I know many people have had loss. A lot of us, had this bug. Some of us didn't know we had it. Some of us had, the worst case scenarios. My mom had it. She was in the hospital. She was on oxygen. President of my union had it. He was in the hospital. He was on oxygen. Vice president of my union, I think he lost his mom. So I lost my uncle, I lost my dog, like a lot of us had loss, a lot of us had pain. A lot of us share the same story. A lot of us don't think we share the same story, but we really do because, some of us isolate, we keep it inside. We use those vices and norms to just bottle stuff in and push things out of our minds. We do so many different things, right? But to each its own. No one says who's right or wrong to do what they want to do, to deal with their anxiety, their stress, this pandemic, epidemic, plandemic, whatever you want to call it. But at the end of the day, I was one of those people that was against everything, was just angry, didn't want to do it, didn't want to conform, didn't want to listen, didn't want to do none of those things. And I'm still very passionate about some of those feelings, but I feel like a sucker sometime or a loser or dumb or stupid because, I did conform, I folded, I did what I said I didn't want to do, and now that I have people that are friends and family members who still are staying strong and they haven't done it, it's like, there's a divide a little bit, but I try not to worry about those things too much, because, you can't control what you can't control. And at this point, a lot of immigrants feel like we don't have no control over anything, so knowing that, we're free but don't have control or, the freedom to do what we want and say and feel and act, really sucks for a lot of us New Yorkers and everyone who's in a state where, you have to be vaccinated to go to the gym or vaccinated to go to the restaurant or to the movie theaters or, to even go to outdoor events and parks and live things, it sucks. A lot of us, the guy that went ahead and did it and it wasn't even for those purposes. We just did it for feeling safe or for work or school purposes because we was told we had to do it, you know and some of us just did it, just to say I don't want to stress about it, I don't want to be thinking about this forever and ever. Some of us didn't do it, and I respect those people that didn't do it, respect those people that did do it, respect those people that don't talk about what they did or didn't do, to each his own. But building my platform as Kate Fit and sharing my story about losing 45 pounds in 3 inches and changing my diet from meat to meatless and learning how to cook organic food and meatless food and, sharing my entire journey from pictures and blogs and videos here on Instagram, Facebook, and, whatever other platforms I have. I just feel like I want to just keep being transparent as possible and respecting everyone's feelings and emotions about what they feel and how they feel. And I don't want to judge, and I want to try to reprogram my mind from judging people and what they do because I don't want to be judged on what I do. But at the end of the day, I'm just happy to be doing this live YouTube stream. Hope to do more live YouTube streams every week to get my buzz going, to get people to, join in and, chat with me and just getting people used to seeing me outside of doing fitness and diet and meal preps and stuff like that and talking about real life discussions, real life situations that bother us, that we go through, that we stress about, that we may get anxiety about, that we're uncomfortable to talk about, and et cetera, et cetera. So for me, this is a safe space for me to just do those things for myself. And as I always say on my Wine and FaceTime, if you follow me on Instagram or any other platform, this is therapeutic for me. I'm in therapy. I go bi-weekly and I used to go weekly and I feel like I'm making progress, but I'm still stunted in some areas. And life is life. Learn how to have grace with myself, especially during this pandemic, epidemic, whatever you want to call it, pandemic, I don't know. I feel like I need to sip right now. Yes, definitely don't have the wine of my choice today, but it's all good in the hood. No stress there. But I want to talk about a few things. I have my little handy dandy sticky notes. Nowadays I feel like I've been making no notes of everything I'm doing just to keep track of what I want to talk about and not be um off basis of things that that are not important. So I spoke about the vaccines and I spoke about, briefly, I didn't really speak about it, but boosters, now we're saying we have to get boosters and everything like that. And some of us want to do it, some of us don't want to do it. I feel like to each its own, depends on your job or your school or your apartment or wherever you're related to and have an association with. If they're requiring that, I guess you'll have to make some grown up decisions, put your big boy drawers on and your big girl panties on and make a decision that may work for you. It's sad though, because people in Florida and Texas and Georgia and other states, they don't have the strict, tight leash on them to, move around their own city and state the way, we are having this issue here in NYC and certain other areas. But what can we do? A lot of us actually moving and repopulating to different areas and migrating to different areas just to feel like we have that freedom. Some of us are learning for other reasons as well. And it's like, you can't say anyone is right or wrong about what they're doing right now. Whoever wants to do that for whatever purpose has the right to make that decision for themselves. I've considered it myself too. I'm definitely a part of that population of people that are looking at jobs in Georgia and Texas and Florida and applying to jobs constantly and, shooting my shot, putting it on the universe what I want. I've been here in New York City my entire life. I'm 39 years old. I'll be 40 years old in May. And why not have some change? think about, possibly taking my business with me, maybe living off of my business, even if I do not have a city or federal private job in any of these states. I'm really, really considering it, trying to be more spontaneous because I'm really not a spontaneous person. Overthink everything all the time. I can't decide what I want to wear. So the style of my makeup, the kind of shoe I'm wearing, I feel like I'm really that bad, especially when it comes to dinners and breakfasts and lunches too. But enough about that. I should be taking another sip now because I feel like I'm yapping. But I'm here to yap because I'm here and it's wine and FaceTime, what I like to do with you. First time on YouTube. So thank you everyone who's watching, joining in, commenting, looking, not looking. I see there's a one there. I don't know if that's me or there's someone else. I don't know. It's like my first time ever doing this. So maybe there's someone out there looking. I don't know. But if not, please feel free to join in, leave a comment. I'll definitely, try to do this more frequently so I can get comfortable and be able to move around this the best I can. But definitely having a good time right now. Definitely super cool and comfortable. And FYI, these streams I'll be doing here on YouTube going forward will only be for 30 minutes, probably 30 minutes or less. I always do a live IGTV, Instagram live feed after, my first stream. And before me doing this on YouTube, I was doing it on Zoom. I was on this platform on Zoom because I felt like certain people wanted the privacy to possibly talk and make discussions and conversations without the whole world watching. And I wanted to do that for as long as possible, but I felt like I didn't really have a large amount of people always joining in, discussing and conversating. So I'm like, okay, I can definitely cut out this whole privacy filter factor and just go on YouTube because I'm normally end up recording and posting to YouTube the same content anyway. So I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. I'm growing my YouTube. I'm gonna have several different playlists, several different journeys here. I started wanting FaceTime. There's a makeup journey. There's a hair unlock journey. There's the fitness journey. We actually see all the physical exercises. There's a meal journey here. You see different kind of breakfasts, lunches, dinners, meatless, seafood things I've made. There's a plant journey where you saw me try to, well, you may not have seen, but I have different kind of plants and trees and different kind of things I've learned to play with nature and soil and stuff like that. So I have a few different journeys here on YouTube, and I'm passionate about all of them. And I post mostly more on the lock and the fitness journey and makeup journey more than anything else. But at the end of the day, definitely just trying to show something different outside of health and wellness and exercise and fitness all the time, because wellness can be mental, our connections, our people we're associated with, how we feel about ourselves, emotional state, physical state. Wellness can be all of that, what we want to achieve, what we do not like, and certain things that we think about mentally. We just want to get out, and we just may not have want to talk about it too because we're tired of talking to the same people about it or just want different views about it. So why not do all of that here? I am going to be the first personal trainer who probably has a YouTube channel that shows stuff like wine and FaceTime and her plant journey and her hair journey because I'm trying to be authentic and relatable and realistic to my followers so they can know she's real. She ain't go to no other state to get her body done. I've been following her for X amount of years. She looked like that the whole time. I know every nook cranny, cellulite, bump, everything. Like, she's not misleading us. She's been 100% transparent with us. So that's something I can offer outside of other people who may not have that same authenticity or transparency throughout the entire journey or may not present their purpose and passion in that way. At least that I know you guys are getting from me. Sip. Moving on. So restrictions. Restrictions have been difficult because, for people that, you want to gather with loved ones, friends, families, certain people may not be able to gather with you because, they may have not made the decision to go ahead and, get the job. And you can't pressure anyone for that. You can't make anyone do that for any minute or personal or selfish reason. You have to respect everyone's journey and purpose for what they want to do with themselves. And you can't really comment much. So that makes things difficult because say you want to go on a trip with your friends for reunion or for birthday or retirement or for vacation or something like that. Certain people can't go because some people have made the decision to go ahead and do this. And you can't pressure anyone, you can't badger anyone for not doing it. To each his own. You know what I'm saying? So that makes it difficult that we're going into a third year of possibly having to have this restriction, which leads me back up into the mask. Like, so tired of these masks. Like, it's definitely checked everyone's personal hygiene. We've all learned how stinky our breath is 24/7 when we haven't even realized it. Like, geez, like, how many times have we worn a mask these last 2 years and like, oh my gosh, this mask stinks. And it's not our mask, it's our breath. And we're like, wait, I floss, I brush, I mouthwash, I do all of that. Why is my breath so hot? Wearing these masks, we have learned just how sticky our breath is. And then we learned how much money we're wasting on disposable masks and reusable masks and, sanitizers and stuff like that. Like, I think we've all learned to be a lot more cleanly in the house and individually for ourselves since this pandemic. After this pandemic, I feel like I want to have ammonia and bleach and all kind of Lysols and spick and spans and fabulosos and all kind of detergents and cleaning agents that should keep their house spick and span because they have learned from this virus and pandemic about how bacteria and germs really travel under the naked eye. So yeah, but I guess maybe that's just me. Maybe everybody realistically doesn't get that. Maybe people really still are not doing the normal things like washing their hands for 20 seconds with antibacterial soap or covering their mouth or their cough with their elbow. Maybe people are really just not doing it. I don't know, but it feels like the whole world is on the same page. And why are we still stuck here? Ooh, sigh. Need a sip. Moving forward. Again, going back to indoor and outdoor activities, for me, when I made my decision to do it, I wanted to do it for myself. It wasn't about me having restrictions on indoor and outdoor activities. Since my decision, I haven't been to the movie theaters. I've been to the gym once. I haven't been to plays or anything like that. I've traveled. I went to Georgia. I went to Buffalo, but I haven't really done anything fun or exciting to say this is why I did it. So for me, it wasn't to be able to be included in a population of people that could be free and do these things, but for other purposes. And we all had our own purposes for why we did it, right? So to each his own, like we said, no judgment. Um, Going towards schools and work has been difficult because I've been seeing within New York City that the schools and work agencies haven't been on the same schedule. So there's been several situations where school was remote but job was not remote, or job was remote but school was not remote, or there was no after school services, or there was staggered shift schedules that work only, or some schedules that work were hybrid where you couldn't really be flexible which days you're going to work in the office or at home. So some of those things kind of clash with school and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So hopefully moving forward with this pandemic in 2022, maybe the mayors and governors and the people high up can make sure that everything is aligned. So when they force all employees to go home remotely, it's the same thing with schools. And if schools are going to be open 100% with childcare for after school, then city agencies will do the same. Hopefully, they stay on the same lines and rules because that was really a stressful thing to tackle and worry about. Like, okay, we have a child that's under 13, you probably can't leave your child home alone if there's no one else in the house. And if you do have a child that's over 13, and they work remotely, it's like, do you even know they're doing the remote work? You know what I'm saying? So there was so many things to challenge and think about and take up that it just was like really stressful. It felt like bosses and managers and supervisors and HRs weren't really flexible and accommodating and understanding of the situations. It was just like get to work or don't, take COVID leave or don't. So that really had people like me frazzled dazzled, so to say, and other people I'm sure frazzled dazzled as well too, because sometimes you want that empathy and you feel like they don't have that empathy. They just want it to be a work ethic and they don't really care about your home situation, but we got to realize they don't. It's a job. We're there to do the mission and nothing more. They don't care about who got a little foot or a big foot or overweight or skinny or got to hop or who got to skip or who got to run or they don't care about none of that. All they care about is you being at the position and the agency to do the job, and so it's done to its best ability and you're done. They don't care about John, Dom, Tick, Harry, the baby, the child, the sister, the brother, the cousin, the auntie. They don't care about none of that. Although there's those loopholes and clauses and fine prints, FMLA, disability, leaves of absence, all those things. They expect you to be on your top shit 24/7. And when you're not, you learn how easily and fast you're replaceable. But we all learn that at every job we go to. We all learn that at every private organization, public grant organization, profit, for profit, nonprofit, entrepreneurship experiences. We all learn that in every situation. So it's not such a new thing, so to say. It's more of a get with the program and you learn how to walk the walk and talk the talk and learn how to skip to the beat. Dance. Dance to the drummer's beat. You learn how to make moves. You learn how to play chess. You learn how to play the game. Long story short. So definitely gonna sip more. So I'm not tripping that I'm here by myself and talking to myself and almost commenting or reviewing because I know that's how it is. You got to crawl before you walk. Crawl, walk, sprint, run. Shout out to Keisha Graham, my yoga organizer. She's always telling me that's how she sees me in my business going forward, me taking baby steps, getting there gradually, not, fast paces I may expect or want to be. But yeah, so when you guys will be seeing more live streams from me, you guys will get to know me, my personality, my topics, the things I'm doing, the things I'm involved with, and hopefully, guys, you guys will join on aboard. Some more things to look out for me. I'm gonna close this up real soon. I have every Thursday at 7 via Facebook. We have a show. I have a show with my father. His name is Sir Charles Carey. He's a motivational speaker. It's called What's Your Come Up Story. And this upcoming Thursday, we'll have an exciting guest. Her name is Kayla Davis. And I met her here on YouTube. She is not an entrepreneur, but she has a huge, large following here on YouTube. She has a family page called Data Davis. She has a lock page called Naughty K. And I believe she has another page. And she has such a large following of followers on all of her pages. And she has some great, authentic stories and content. You should definitely check her out if you don't know who she is. And she'll be a guest on our show for this Thursday on Facebook, What's Your Come Up Story. Her name is Kayla Davis. You'll see me promoting that. If you're following me on Facebook or Instagram or anywhere else, you'll see me promoting her flyer pretty soon. So I'm super excited about that. She's a queen. She's from Florida, as far as I know. I learned a lot from her. Met her here on YouTube when I started my life journey and started, promoting my life journey. So shout out to Kayla, Naughty K here on YouTube. Definitely a cool person, great vibes, good energy, and I'm so excited to do this interview with her this weekend, this Thursday at 7 via Facebook called What's Your Come On Story. You can join the Facebook group called Change the Brain. You can catch the live interview. It'll be about an hour. And can't wait to see what she's going to share with us and, expose to us who are here on YouTube trying to learn and get numbers and brand and, get those commission-based things with YouTube. So, be great at, subscribes and likes and views and click-throughs and all that other good juicy stuff, whatever the case is. So something I always say at the end of everything I'm doing when I'm on a live stream or making a video is, that's it, that's all. I don't have anything else to say. I don't have any followers, no one commenting, viewing, liking, or engaging with me. So I'm definitely cut this video short. And you can definitely catch me at 8:30 on Instagram. I was on another live stream for about 30 minutes. Pretty much same content, same conversation. Year 2 in this pandemic, how we're feeling, what we're doing, what's going on mentally with us, how we're feeling, and that's it. So thank you guys for giving me this opportunity to do a live stream on YouTube. This is my first YouTube live stream. I'm super duper excited. I'm very nervous and everything, so I don't know why, but super duper nervous. But it's been real. So have a good night. Be safe. Don't forget to wash those hands with antibacterial soap, social distance, wear those masks. Do the best you can, and just try to limit, your exposure to people the best you can. And if you don't gotta be a part of the activity going on, don't be about it. If it's something you can't miss out on, so be it. Keep it cute, short, and sweet, and safe. I guess this has caught up on me. So that's it. That's all, guys. Have a good night. Bye.